I met him when he was Cassius Clay. He had just won the light heavyweight championship at the Rome Olympics in 1960, and he came to Miami, where I lived. I broke into broadcasting in Miami. And Angelo Dundee, his trainer, was a friend of mine, and he came to train at the Miami Beach 5th Street gym. And Angelo said, "Would you like to have Cassius Clay on your show?" So he came on my radio show. The first time, I think, was in 1961. We struck up a friendship. I was there the day he changed his name. I couldn't afford to go see him fight Liston, but I remembered walking around the Miami Beach Convention Center where the fight was fought, and I was so excited to see him win. And then over the years, spent many times with him. Well, he was extraordinary. There was no one like him. He became, of course, the best-known figure in the world. His face was known everywhere, more than the President of the United States. I found him enchanting. The media regard him as, he got very controversial, of course, when he became Muhammad Ali, and a lot of people were pompous and thought he didn't have the right to change his name. You have the right to change your name in America. I changed mine. He was controversial when he didn't want to go to Vietnam. And he said it's white people sending black people to kill yellow people, which is one of the great quotes of all time. But I think the public and everybody got to love him. Then the Supreme Court, when they voted 9-0 to uphold his right to be a conscientious objector, I think he became a world figure, beloved. Yes, it was controversial at the time, but I think that quickly blew over. They become to like his sense of humor, his sense of humanity. There's never been a figure like him. He was a world figure. You know, he was beyond sport. He was beyond everything. There was no one like him. He was larger than life. He was frank to admit to me once in an interview. I said, you know, with all your poems and your boasting, he said, I was scared out of my mind. So I took that route. It all started when he first started boxing professional, and he was on the show with Gorgeous George, the wrestler. And Gorgeous George announced proudly that he was going to annihilate his next opponent. And Ali sat there listening to him. And then he noticed that the wrestling match outdrew his boxing match by about 10,000 people. So he said, I think I'm going to take this style. So all that was a put on. But he became endearing. And I think that still lasts to this day. He was an interview subject of renown. He was a great guest, and he became a great pal. I could call him on the phone. He was good to my kids. He was an important figure on the world scene, and he was important in my career. He never turned me down. Time magazine said that I was the Muhammad Ali of the broadcast interview, and he said to me, but can you fight?
All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.